Hey, welcome to Hungry Nordic. I'm Amanda. Today I'm going to share with you my mom's recipe for Swedish yellow pea soup. First, be sure that you're on my email list. I'm going to do a webinar on October 25th to help people out with questions about the upcoming holidays and socializing in spite of food allergies. Be on the list to be first to know and have the first chance at any discounts I might offer. Now, Swedish yellow pea soup. It's a delicious pea soup, much like the American version of split pea soup that we're all familiar with. It's comfort food, it's delicious. I think the flavors in this version are just wonderful. And with it being the Swedish yellow pea soup, it's got a lovely golden color. Head over to hungrynordic.com and look online there for the recipe ingredients listed out and the instructions spelled out for you. And here, I'll tell you and show you how I made it so you can keep watching to see how it's done. The night before, I soak 1 pound of dried split yellow peas with 8 cups of cold water. I let those soak cold overnight, and then in the morning, drain the split peas and rinse them. Return them to the pot or put them into the cooking pot. And then I add 8 cups of water. I bring it up to boiling because my crock pot is a little bit weak and getting tired, so it needs a little help to get going. And along with 8 cups of hot water, I also added 1 peeled onion studded with 2 cloves and 2 ham hocks. You could also use a nice meaty ham bone or just 2 cups of diced ham. I was a little uncertain about working with ham hocks. I hadn't done this before, but I found smoked ham hocks available at my grocery store, and they gave the soup base a wonderful, delicious flavor. I let the peas simmer with the ham hocks and with the onion for about 2 hours. Then I pulled out the ham hock and the onion, and I added into the soup 2 cups of chopped onion, ½ cup of chopped carrot, ½ cup of chopped celery, and 2 cups of diced ham. If you're using a nice big meaty ham bone, you can cut off the ham and dice it and add it back to the soup, or you can slice the ham and serve it alongside your soup with some grainy brown mustard. For seasoning the soup, I added a teaspoon of thyme, a teaspoon of ground ginger, a teaspoon of marjoram, and ½ a teaspoon of pepper. My mom's base recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of salt, but since I had those wonderful smoked ham hocks to use for making the base, I waited to season with any additional salt. I tasted a sample of the pot and decided to add just a ½ teaspoon of salt based on sampling and tasting a sample with added salt. Finally, after simmering until the peas are tender, which took a few more hours, the soup was done and ready to eat. It's so delicious. This is a great comfort food and perfect for cold fall weather. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to sign up for my emails so that you'll be the first to know when registration opens for my webinar. That's all for this week. Hey da!